Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fabulites. This is Angela, and I have got questions for you. What opens with Gigi freeing Mac of the burden of life? And what closes with Gigi living with the burden of Mac's freedom? If you guess Greenleaf on OWN Television Season 2, Episode 9, The Bear, you're correct. Thank you so much for clicking and sticking around to see how we get from opening to closing. I am Angela. The channel is Be Fabulous You. And let's go. Part 2 tomorrow, I guess. Okay, so we're picking up where we left off. We have the fight with Grace and Uncle Molester Mac. Grace is like, tell me where my daughter is. And Mac is like, I don't know. Call somebody. He's holding the blood in his neck. It's gushing out. He's trying to hold it, but he's weak. Please. Grace, I'm not calling anybody until you tell me where my daughter is. Mac, he moves his hand from his neck. I'm sorry. And Uncle Molester Mac dies. Gigi then calls 911. Okay, so we have the cop questioning Grace. I'm surprised he let you in. Grace, he didn't. Cop, you broke down the door? Grace, no, he opened it. I came in. I thought he had my daughter. Cop, your daughter is a motive. He died at your hand. Lady detective, your daughter is home. She sounded fine. Then we see the male lovers in the bed, attorney and Charity's baby daddy Kev, questioning Kev. I guess he ain't, well, maybe he is questioning. Daddy gets up and tends to crying baby Nathan. And when the attorney wakes up, he notices that he is alone. We see Grace in the hospital. She's being photographed. Her bruises are being photographed. The process seems kind of insensitive to her physical and emotional pain. Grace, am I under arrest? Cop, no, Pastor, you're free to go. I'll see you tomorrow. Count on it. Lady detective, take care of yourself, Grace. A mess. Grace looks a mess. I'm not smiling because Grace looks a mess. Bella was over there protesting up a storm. Okay, so then we see Lady May and Pastor Daddy in the waiting room. Lady May is starting to reminisce about a 5-6-year-old Mac. And Bishop Pastor Daddy, you'll forgive me if I don't want to hear some fond memory you have of a man who tried to kill my daughter tonight. Then the daughter comes out. The daddy and the daughter hug. Gigi asks, where's Sophia? Bishop Daddy Pastor says, I left her at home. Didn't know what you would look like. Lady May says, I know you misread my natural reserve as judgment. I don't blame you. I'm relieved that you are alive. And then Gigi tears up. Lady May, I know it was self-defense. Gigi, it was, Mama. It was. Lady May, I love you. And then there's a group hug. Okay, so then we see Grace walking in on a sleeping Sophia. She wakes Sophie up and she says, I'm okay, baby. I'm okay. And then they hug. We see Lady May, and she's telling her husband, I guess they're in their bedroom, I'm texting Kevin the news. I'm telling him not to tell Charity. She's 200 miles away. Bishop, yeah, we can tell her in the morning. Lady May, or when she gets back. I don't want her killing herself trying to rush back. Grace, where were you? Sophia, I was in the studio. Zora called and asked for a ride, and then my phone died. I'm sorry. Are you going to jail? Grace, I didn't know where you were. You know it's self-defense, though. Sophie, but you did go over there. Grace, I was looking for you, but it's not your fault, but I was looking for you. Grace, we see her undressing in the bathroom and she's looking at the bruises. She's showering and then she's crying and then she's wailing. The stress, man, and the drama. Lord have mercy. Then we see the phone ringing at Grace's bedside. She picks it up, looks at it. It's Darius. She doesn't answer. Then we see baby daddy bringing baby to, the staff. Maricel, I think her name is. And Kevin says, can you keep an eye on him until the first lady gets up? Thank you. he's leaving. He going on to work. Then we see, what do we see next? Then we're at Junior's house. Junior Bishop Jacob Greenleaf and Zora's mama, what's her name? Is like, what are you going to tell Bishop? And Junior, Zora's dad, facts. I'm going to tell him the facts. The land belongs to us. Bassie is out of the picture. Bassie is out of the picture. Wish me luck. Then Zora's mama. Luck? The fact that you're talking about luck proves that this is foolishness. Zora's dad, Junior Greenleaf. Pray for me. I'm not sure, Zora's mama. I'm not sure if it'll work. Okay, Lady May holding up baby Nathan, talking with Bishop Daddy over breakfast. May, she gotta hold her head up. No more scandals. Bishop, Mac is dead. Gigi had motive, mean, and opportunity. How can this be without scandal? May, self-defense. Grace is a hero. Grace walking into the room. I'm a hero? May, I'm just discussing how to handle this with the deacons. Must cast this in a positive light. God gave you the strength. Grace, you almost sound convinced, Mama. And then May, not as if I wanted it to go the other way. I was up all night, praying, thanking God that he saved you. May. And then Daddy is like, yeah, she was up all night. Then May. The question is how we move through this proudly and fast. The lawyer comes in the room. Sorry, anyone seen Kevin? Bishop, he's already at the church. And then he says, tell those old biddies to close the police scanners and open the Bibles. I love you, Gigi. Then the lawyer, Aaron. We'll go over a statement at church before we go downtown. May. Don't give an inch today. No apologies. No regrets. You understood? Understood? And then Gigi is like, understood. Then we see Charity with Guy Jabari listening to a girl group recording her music. And then Charity is like, let me call Kev. He like, come meet the lady. She's like, well, let me call Kev. And then she calls, how'd it go? And Kev is like, well, baby-wise, it was fine, but Charity, what, Kev, what? Kev, your mom told me not to tell you. Charity, just tell me, Kev. Everything is okay, Kev says. Gigi went to Mac's house last night. He's dead. Now, it's interesting that everybody feel like it's okay when the man is dead. Nobody to cry for him, nobody to mourn for him. He's dead. I just know you don't like being left out of the loop. Gigi is fine. And then Charity says, okay, thank you, Kev. And, I think us being friends can work. And Kevin is like, on the other phone, like, oh, okay. Should I tell my new best friend that I slept with a man last night? Like, no, this being friends is, okay. Let me keep moving because it's 8 minutes in. I only got 18. So then we see Junior Greenleaf hugging Gigi. He's at the church. Glad you're okay. How you holding up? You did what you had to do. Gigi, thanks. What you talking to Dad about? You coming back to Calvary? Oh, Jacob. Junior Greenleaf Jacob. Maybe. Looks like you got somebody in your office. And it's Darius in the office. And Grace, sorry I didn't call you back. And Darius takes off Grace's cap. And he strokes her. And he holds her. She getting a lot of holds and love. It's good when you killed somebody and had the trauma to fight for your life. And thought your child was in danger. Okay. May calling Sister Mavis. She gets her voicemail. And she does not leave a message. How do you tell your sister that your brother is dead at the hand of your child? Although Mavis probably be like, good. Darius and Grace are in the sanctuary. And he's asking, anything I can do? And Grace is like, not that I can think of. I just got to convince the cops that I did not go over there with malicious intent. And the reporter Darius is like, with those bruises, I don't think you'll have any trouble proving self-defense. Maybe you should pray. Grace, I don't know if God would listen. Darius, he was a bad guy. It's good that he's gone. And it's good that you're still here. Grace, I gotta go practice my lines. Thank you for coming all this way. And she's walking away, and he grabs her hand and he pulls her into another hug. And then she walks away from him again. And then we see Jacob in Bishop Daddy's office. Bishop Daddy, you know, if that non-pastor skanks is out of the picture, Junior Greenleaf. You don't believe me? What do you think this is, Pop? Some elaborate con? I have the deed. The land is mine. And the bishop, last I heard, you and that demon were talking about bringing me down. Jacob, Pop. We have a chance to build together. Bishop, we? What's your end game? Junior Bishop Jacob, I come back. We co-pastor. Gigi isn't preaching. And we can do whatever we want across the street. You need help. Bishop, how about I get help how I want it? I don't need a co-pastor. I don't need you as a co-pastor or whatever. Okay, then that's the end of this scene. Then we see Attorney Aaron. He's in questioning Kev's office, but there's no Kev there. He leaves a touch-based voicemail calls Kevin, leaves a, you okay? You cool? Call me. Then we see Sophie trying to convince Zora to leave her Christian thug abusive boyfriend. And Zora is reluctant, but she promises to leave if Sophie promises to help her find a new bae. But that whole thing was kind of suspect. Then we see Grace and Attorney Aaron arriving at the Memphis Police Department. And Attorney Aaron is cleaning up the story and coaching Grace even as they walk up the stairs to meet with the cops. So they have the meeting with the cops, blah, 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 blah. The cop, something happened after you stabbed Mr. McCready, didn't it? Grace. And then she looks at her attorney. Her attorney is like, this meeting is over. Then the cop is like, yeah, this meeting is over because I ended it. It was a bit rough, but it probably went good enough. And then we see Jacob strategizing with his wife at the house. She's making a sandwich. The bishop is a no-go. They don't have any money. They have the land, but no money to build on it. And his wife, her. Let's just talk to the Voice of Life guy. He can cut you a deal. You would be good on TV. Jacob, after he hit on you, what kind of man would that make me? Her. The kind of man that can afford to stay in this ghetto house and feed our children. Once we add my school salary on to whatever you get from that deal. Here, eat this sandwich I made you. I can't have my man face a moment like this on an empty stomach. And then Jacob, you made this sandwich for me? Now that I have a woman who cares for me, I know what to do. And he said in the interview, the actor was saying that, you know, now that his wife isn't emasculating him, he's going to thrive. And I was kind of like a little offended, like, I don't think she was emasculating you. She does have a strong personality, and your ass was acting real weak. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. Let me keep moving. Okay, so then we see Bishop Pastor Daddy coming into Gigi's office. How'd it go downtown? Gigi, not good. Daddy, I bet it went better than you think. Gigi, if I go to jail over this, promise that you will do whatever you can to keep Sophie, whatever it takes. Her dad is going to go after custody. They know I've been harassing Mac for months. And her daddy, we're going to move heaven and earth to keep you out of jail. And then Kevin opens the door. He's coming into Fortitude for Families meeting. You know, that's the Pray the Gay Away and Drug the Gay Away, you know, support group. And they're in the meeting, and Kevin interrupts. You know, he's standing behind the group. I slipped. And the man gets up. You want to go outside and talk? No, I don't want to go outside and talk to you. This is some BS. None of this works. The whole thing is a lie. All of you are lying to yourselves. And then he leaves. Then we see Gigi back in the sanctuary. She's kneeling. She's praying. Oh, God, you know my heart. Please have mercy on me. Please don't take my daughter away. And then Charity comes into the room with Bishop Pastor Daddy and Lady May. And Gigi. And Charity is like, you all right? I spent my whole trip worried sick about you. And then Lady May, well, baby, who told you? And then Charity, oh, Kevy did. Oh, my God, Gigi, are you okay? Oh, I'm okay. How was your trip? Oh, yeah, how was your trip? Tell us the good news, they're all saying. We can use it. Charity, blah, 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 blah. It was great. I'm just glad that you're okay, Gigi. Okay, let me go hug my baby. In May, after Charity leaves, he just had to go spoil that girl's trip. Gigi, it didn't seem spoiled to me, Mama. And then Charity finds no Kev, but she finds a note from Kev on Nathan's crib. She opens the note and she looks upset. Then we're in the bedroom with Bishop and Lady May and Bishop. Bishop, I've been married long enough to know something's up. Have I done something wrong, May? I am grieving my brother Robert, i.e. Uncle Molester Mac. He was young once. He was not always the devil he became, she tells a growing up story. He was sensitive, you see. Sometimes I think Mac became what he was, watching Daddy do what he did to me. And then the bishop looks surprised. And then he holds her and he rocks her. May. Oh, May. And then we see Grace visited in her suite by attorney Aaron. Good news, no charges. You're clear. Congratulations. Gigi, I don't believe it. Aaron, well, you know what they say. Sometimes you get the bear. Sometimes the bear gets you. Exit Aaron. Then we see Gigi going down the stairs out the door to the lake of suicide of her sister. And she's looking out. And Mac, we hear his voice. You know how many times I prayed not to go to jail? Gigi turns around. There's no Mac. No one there. And then we hear Mac's voice. Hundreds. And that's the end of this episode. Part 2 is tonight. Thank you for watching, commenting, liking, subscribing. We're working on 150 subscribers. Have a wonderful day. It's the best day ever. You're the greatest. You're number one. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous you.